See, I'm gonna reboot the phone. Hello, David. Hey, David, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, man. You know what? I picked it up on the other phone. I'm gonna reboot the phone because this other phone didn't give me the notification. So just give me like we'll just stay right now on the call like this, and then let me just reboot this other phone and we'll try it again.
Okay, you tell me. You tell me what it is.
I'll tell you right
now.
now.
I got well, I'm on the kiosk because I got Jesse right here too, and at least he can hear you and he can talk, and we can just switch spots, you know.
Oh, okay, because you go plug in the headphones.
Yeah. This is usually Jesse, but as you see, he's not attached to it at this time.
Oh, he's still getting ready.
Nah, he's right here. Hey, these go in one ear of Jesse's. One ear, and then here's the other one. Okay, hold on. Hey, generally, this is Jesse, but
yeah.
I'm
like giving props on his mustache. I'm trying to grow. Hey, the homie right here, YG, said he gives you props on the blow shot. That's the wicked whip from the West.
Hey, tell
if it had a baby, it would be mine. Hey, he said if your brocha had a baby, it would be his.
Tell him I said. Hey, tell him I said gracias.
What's up, gang?
Look at him. There he is.
What's up, Peggy?
Hey, what's up? What's good?
What's good? All right.
Hey, he's still calling though. He's still calling right now. Who? I mean, he's still connecting the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Look all right in here.
It didn't.
This one right here.
I didn't get the notification, so it does that sometimes. But
getting my side shot
right here. All right, cool.
Hey, you can't interrupt me, James, when I'm looking like a feed my vato.
We can't even see your face.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Hey, so
hey, like when you do it, you gotta back up right here like this. See that?
Like what's up?
Hey, so I got it ready already. If you want to try back again, and hopefully it goes to the right one.
Okay, same number.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right. Bye. All right. So the video call didn't come up on the right phone, so I had to reboot it. It does that sometimes. This app is not the greatest, so I'm having him call back in right now, and as soon as he calls back, damn, hold on. So right now, when he calls back, then you hopefully, if everything goes good, you guys will be able to see him on the screen right there. I'm trying to get this thing up on the screen right here. All right. I'm trying to, let me see here. This thing's tripping. See, in order for me to make all this magic happen, I gotta make sure I got all the. Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta connect this over here before we don't get any audio. All right, that's plugged in. Okay, cool. This is working this time. All right, we got $13 left on the account right there. Let me take this down. Hello. Orale. All right, yeah. So we got it now. Yeah, it plugged in, right, man. Hey, first of all, I want to go ahead and welcome David Lopez or David Isaac Lopez to You Have a Collect Call From. He's coming into us live and direct from Centinela State Prison, DR Level 3. How are you doing today, David? And hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, James. I'm doing all right, man. You know, I send mine to you. I send mine to the viewers, to my family, everybody that's out there getting the grub on. Everybody except the Dallas Cowboys.
What? Wait, what?
What? Nah, I just been throwing salt right now. You know what I mean? I got my H Deuce right here, Jesse. For the viewers that don't know,
yeah.
You know, Jesse's my Kelly. This is my boy. He's like my brother right here. And so let me see if you
guys. What's good?
Back right there. Oh,
what's going on? Hey, I see you, boy. Happy Thanksgiving to the listeners. Look at James got the video game back there. He's full blown throwback. Look at he checked the whip too.
You have to brush the whip. Yep.
I need to shave my shit. It's starting to get a little whippy too.
Yep, you're a little rustic right now, a little rugged. I mean,
Hey, I got Jesse. I got the Super Nintendo back there.
Where you at? Let me see. Okay, we got. I see the Capcom.
Hey, man, I got the hold on. Let me. I'm gonna pull the Super Nintendo over here right now.
There's the famous jacket.
There's the jacket. You got a whole throwback set up, huh?
Yep, James got some Nike on. Got the Nike gear.
Okay. Oh shit! Throwback.
I think
That shit looks newer than the one
yeah,
last one
I'm
I
gonna
seen.
say, man, that's
That ain't that throwback.
That's like what 2009.
No, so this is actually it came out after like maybe like a few years after that one. This is the Super Nintendo Mini.
Okay, there you
Oh, I
go.
see.
I was gonna say because the other one you gotta like flick. It has two things, left and right. You gotta flick it up, and then the
I
reset.
remember.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
but that's pretty cool though. That's a cool
A
little
little
setup
mini,
right there.
little short dog. Put it in your backpack and roll.
yeah,
What do you
yeah,
got
yeah.
some you got some CL20s on?
He does. Oh
Yep,
hell!
you do.
Got the
My boy went
CL20s.
scout.
My boy's authentic. Yep, I can spot it.
Hey, be careful how you handle those though, because the little palitos on the side, those things break easy.
Yeah.
These ones?
Yeah, you drop. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, the one on the side that
hooks,
connects the
little
speaker,
hooks, yeah,
right
the
there,
hooks that
right
go
there,
into the
right there.
speaker.
Oh, okay.
The little thing that goes like this, that wraps around the speaker.
Yeah.
Those things break for no reason. You could just set it down and it'll crack. So just be real careful.
Okay. Well, you know what? I
got some of
normally
those.
I hang them right here on the microphone. So I these ones I don't take them out of here. I just leave them posted up right here. But that's good to know.
Hey, that's authentic right there. I got a pair of CL20s hanging up on my line right now in the cell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
they got bass. They bump, huh?
Yeah. I had to, I was like, man, I gotta get some clear headphones, But hey, people are always making comments on the CL20s. I'm like, yeah.
Yep. No, that's cool. I spotted them right away. What else you got on?
Hey, is that the same office that you were working out of before? The same studio?
Yeah. I just it's right here. All the stuff is right here on the side.
Oh, okay. There we go. Did a little movement.
Yeah. So
cool right
it's because
there.
I got another screen right here, and then so when I sit over there on that side, it's a little bit harder for me to like switch in between the screens. So sometimes I'll set it up over here on this side because it's a lot easier for me to like maneuver and stuff. And then I gotta move stuff around because I got a laptop right here on our desk, and I gotta move it around and stuff. So it makes it a little bit easier on me.
No, that's cool. So what's up, man? Who we got on here? Who we got as viewers?
So right now, we got Maribel Vasquez, and she writes, "Hey man, happy Thanksgiving to you or to y'all."
Good looking.
And then we also got Mari, and she writes, "Happy Thanksgiving." So if you guys have any questions for these gentlemen here, feel free to shoot it. And then as long as it's in good taste, I'll go ahead and be more than happy to ask any questions that you guys might drop in the chat.
Yep. Thing about Jesse and I is we've been doing this a long time. Both of us came out of the shoe. We're both shoe babies. We grew up in the hole. We've been all over the place. The real yards, 180 level fours, all that. We're not about none of that nonsense. I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I'm not here to get disrespected. And I don't feel any type of way about anybody in a negative way. I'm just going about my business, improving my life. Jesse and I, we're both here for 187s. We're both serving life sentences. I'm serving 40 years to life. Jesse's serving 25 to life, and he's on his way, to board pretty soon. So hopefully he'll be out the door. I got a little bit of a journey. I've been in for 14 years on this one, and Jesse's been in for 23.
The only difference between me and Dave is I hate everybody. So everything he said about he has nothing bad to say about me, I'm the opposite. I hate you. Nah, put
That's why. Hey, that's why we work. This is also my celly, man.
Bah humbug.
That's why we work. I'm a nice guy, and Jesse's man, fuck that vato. I'll be like, Jess, hey, this fool's asking for a soup. I'm gonna grab him a soup. He's like, man, fuck that vato. He's working here. I'll be like, but Jesse, it's a soup. He goes, yeah, well, that's one more soup for us, one less for him.
Hey, I got some comments right here. I want to read off to you guys. So we got a comment from Hopi 805. She writes, "Happy Thanksgiving." And then
that's by Lompoc and Oceano knows 805, huh?
That could be Ventura.
Yeah, around that area right there.
I think 805.
Yep, Santa Barbara. Yep, that's cool.
And then we also got we got a comment from Hammer, and Hammer writes, "Happy Thanksgiving, brother. I was on B Yard in '99 to 2008."
That's cool.
Okay,
And
okay.
you know what's crazy is that it's crazy that you said that because there was a vato that I knew named Hammer, and when you mentioned 805, the first name that I thought of was some vato named Hammer that I knew
Damn.
long time ago. That we're talking about from 2000, 2001. Yeah, I knew him.
Yeah.
I was in SATF with him.
Sad F.
Yep.
Okay. That'll be a
Yep.
trip
I'm
if it
gonna.
was the same guy.
Hey, that would be nuts. Hey, I'm OG though. You know what I mean? I look kind of young. I look kind of spry, but no, I'm OG. I'm 43 years old. What is that? Double OG yet?
And I'm the baby homie. And I'm the baby homie.
Jesse's the Jesse's the baby of the bunch. F44.
And you know what, David? I was thinking about something. You know, and I always come back to the the leva bed. So
Oh my God, yeah.
I was thinking about my experience, going through, through Central, Silmar, and LP, and then eventually going to camp. Man, and your juvenile hall in Riverside County, man, it sounds vicious, because all that stuff you're talking, I never heard about a level bed when I was in the halls. So I don't know if they were putting something a little bit different over there where you guys were at, but man, it didn't sound like a good time over there.
No, look, let me tell you this. I had some of the best time in my life, like with the fellas in the halls right there. There's friendships that I developed and forged in the halls that are still with me to this day. You know, Randy, I met my brother Randy, that the one that comes on this podcast.
Yeah.
He was one of my bunkies right there, and also slept next to me right there in the halls. And that's been my lifelong friend. He's like a brother to me now. And it's crazy that um, the system. One thing about the system is it shifts. Sometimes that you'll be around a certain group of people that's more dangerous than other times. And it doesn't matter where you're at. You could be around a bunch of cool cats, but as soon as somebody comes into that fold, because we all act like tough guys.
Yeah.
All of us are acting like tough guys in the halls. None of us are really that tough yet. We're kids, but all of us act like we're the hardest freaking kids on the planet. And every once in a while, some kids come through there, and they are tough kids, man. They've had hard lives. You know, and those kids, they want to test. If I'm putting myself out there like I'm this tough guy, right? I'm this tough kid. I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to do this and that. Well, guess what? Somebody's gonna pull my ticket one day. And the live out bid, that's what it is. That's my ticket getting pulled one day. Is somebody saying, you know what? I don't believe that you're any of this. Matter of fact, I think you're weak. Matter of fact, I'm gonna move all your shit to this bed right here. And guess what? Everybody that's around you at that time, they don't want to be put in that situation.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be like, a lot of them dudes ain't gonna stand up until they see that you're a strong person as well. Because there's a difference between being weak, being a leva, and being strong. I think there is. Weak people are weak people. There's nothing wrong with a weak person. That's who they are. That's their life. Who am I to say, okay, well, because I'm strong, this dude being weak, well, this weak dude, he's gonna be the one that goes about life. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about physically weak.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean there's a difference between mentally and also, but strength wise, some dudes ain't like that. They're not built like that. They're not built to go and fight for their fucking lives in a freaking in a prison cell. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Does that mean that it just means that they're not physically strong, but they're smart enough and they were strong enough to not end up there in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. So this dude though, he wanted to see what I was about. I was portraying to be something that I apparently I was, but I also wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I rose to the occasion and I got lucky because I was afraid. And it turned out that I knew that it was a make or break moment. And I wasn't gonna leave my shit on the level bed. He put it there and I was gonna put my shit back, and there's only one way to do that. And I got off on him. I didn't want to do that. I knew that I had to. I knew that was a make or break moment. And after that,
it would have been all bad for you for the rest of your days in juvenile hall.
It would have been all bad.
You would have always been remembered for the guy who got leva bedded.
Yep, who got leva bedded. Yep. Hey, Jesse was right down the hallway when that happened. Jesse was there too.
Yeah.
He was right down the hallway. They put him in a cell by himself.
I was already on TGR for fighting in the other unit.
Yep.
So they had me in isolation. Yeah, down the hall, TGR.
Temporary group removal. But all these fools want to know. They hear I'm cool. They hear I'm a cool dude. I'm kicking it with the fellas. I'm talking everything. Everything's good. But somebody tried to pull my ticket that wasn't a part of our group, and that's just what it was. So I had to rise to the occasion because I knew that it was a make or break moment. Now, the problem with that, though, is that it fed my ego. Remember we were talking about ego that
Yeah,
day?
yeah, yeah.
Well, I looked at it like, well, this was a big motherfucker. And now I'm dropping. They called them scans at that time. Remember the scan, Jesse?
Yep, scan the unit too.
Yeah, the scan was the alarm. So I'm basically like putting the yard down with the scan. They yell scan across everybody. Everybody's got to get down, and they know some shit's going down.
Yeah.
So the first time that they called a scan on me, and I had everybody running there. I had everybody rowdy. You know, the staff was moving to try to break me out of a situation, and that was stimulating to me, to my young mind, because I remember I'm a victim of childhood abuse. So I had that in my head. I had that I was scared. You know, I was a scared kid, and when I felt like I had taken back power over my life and I had actually overcome what I perceived as a threat on my physical well-being. It's no different than any other physical abuse that I had suffered when I was a kid. So when I had overcome that, something changed in me, where slowly but surely that turned me from victim to predator. I didn't realize it at the time, but that's what was happening. When I did it, guess what? Just like any addict, I wanted to feel that power and I wanted to feel that control again. And the fellas in the halls, they wanted to see it happen because we all like watching. At that time we like watching the yard go down. We like watching the scans. We like watching fools get packed out. That it was something in us that was, because most of us had been victims of childhood abuse when we were kids. There's nothing unique about us in this system.
Yeah.
I would say 90% of this damn system has been victimized in some way or another as kids. And does that mean they're bad people? Does that mean they're weak? No. It means that people that were weak decided to prey on people that couldn't defend themselves, and we took back that power. Now we did it in the wrong way. There's people that take back the power and they take it back in the right way. What do? They make something of themselves. Maybe they become crime fighters. Maybe they you know maybe they go and they start working educating people. They take self-defense classes. They do things the right way. We chose to do it the wrong way, and I wanted to hurt people because that's what made me feel good at that time. And you see how that ends up. I hurt. Yeah, I hurt
Yeah.
one person. I hurt another person. Now I'm getting older. I'm moving through the system. I'm going to harder places. Next, I'm picking up guns. Now I'm gang banging, and
Yeah.
1+1 = 2, right? What happens then?
What are you walking all Treco
I
for?
end up taking somebody's life.
What are you walking all Treco for?
Yeah, and that's the reality,
You getting that line with me?
Hey, I know. I know it's about to hang up. If you could give us a call back, and I got a question for you. They want to know if you know Mario Reyes.
Mario
That sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm gonna call back right now.
Okay,
I'm
for
gonna call
sure.
back.
We'll be waiting.
All right. Yep.
All right, and I'll ask them right now when they call back right now. These calls only last 15 minutes, and this would be that's my cousin, or Mario Reyes, or who, or David's your cousin, or Jesse's your cousin. Anyhow, hey, if you guys like watching this type of streams, hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. It's free 99, my favorite price. Mario Reyes is your primo. Okay, I'm sure they're talking right now. We'll find out if they know him. Is he right there on? Is he there? Is he there on D yard? All right. And then I want to ask Jesse something right now when they call back. Is anybody doing anything exciting today? Do tell. Sharing is caring. Let's see, what time is it already? It is 2:34. Let me see. Olivia writes, I really enjoy your broadcast all the time. Hey, thank you, Olivia. Highly appreciate it. Hey, as long as you guys are enjoying it, I'll keep on putting it out. Which reminds me, I gotta put out the videos. I got a video visit from Puerto Rico that I need to edit. I normally drop them at 6 p.m. Every day. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that today, but I think I got at least a good, maybe like another 10 videos I need to upload from the Puerto Rico trip on the video visits. And I normally try to. Oh, okay, here it is. It just popped up on my screen. All right, I got $10 and 30 cents left.
You know we getting
Hello, hello.
Hello, what's cracking, James?
Hey, what's up, Jesse? Hey, you know what? So, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead. No questions. I need an
Hey, so I want to take you back to when you were 17, and when you picked up your original case, but obviously you didn't get caught at that moment. You didn't end up getting caught until years later. But if
right.
if you would have got caught at 17 and somehow you were able to stay in the juvenile system, you would have gone to YA and they would have given you juvenile life. Do you think there would have been any, or no, because they would have not been able to provide any type of services to rehabilitate you at that time? You would have just came out worse. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Because right now that's what's happening now. A lot of people that are catching cases that are underage, they're not, obviously YA is closed, but they're staying in juvenile hall and they're getting juvenile life. If you would have got caught at that age, what do you think they could have done to really rehabilitate you? Because people are catching there's kids. I've seen some videos recently where they've caught juvenile life, they got out, and they're still living that same lifestyle. What do you think you could do to help them change their life or navigate them into a different into something different?
The reality of it is, because I think also YA has a bad name because for the most part YA generated the monsters that I'm surrounded by in prison. That's the truth about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
95% of the people that go to YA are gonna be in prison for sure. But I did see. I was in Chad, which is 18 to 25 institution too, right? And it's actually was one of the most dangerous institutions out of all of them, because that's where all the North and the South used to go to war. They were, it was bad. But anyways, I seen vatos there that were like rehabilitated, 24-year-old men that were going to be 25 getting out of prison,
Yeah.
and they took advantage of it. They did their shit the first 10 years. Some of them were violators, came back, but they I seen cats there that were rehabilitated. Looking back now, I know that they had taken advantage of something along the way. You know what I mean? But the truth about it is, like some of these youngsters, like like you just you really, I hate to say it, but in that moment, they're lost causes in that moment. I was one of them. You know what I mean? Like when you don't possess the emotional intelligence, and there's just this, like you live in such a victim stance. You could throw all the rehabilitation in the world at a youngster, and he just doesn't have the emotional capacity to understand what it is and to retain it and receive it. It would, and not to say that every last one of them couldn't be helped, right, Dave? I mean, I think it would
Yep.
require a lot more meticulous attention than the state is willing to put or the counties are willing to put into any of these kids. That's the truth about it. Like, it has to be something that has to be dealt with on a grassroots level. Like, they got to be dealing with the social issues that are bringing these kids into the system. Like, just bringing them there, warehousing them, and just giving them education and vocations and a little bit of counseling. That's not gonna change them, because you got to remember the issues that are going on inside them are so deep that they can't be pulled out of them that easy. Now, I don't know what that system looks like now, right? I really can't say. So maybe I'm speaking from a jaded perspective, where like I'm trying to think of how I was when I was a teenager and what they offered back then, and I'm kind of like, and they offered all this stuff. They offered counseling, they offered groups, they offered vocational training, they offered all this shit that I'm getting now that I'm actually taking advantage of. They offered that. They had that in the California Youth Authority. They had all that stuff. It's just you're so messed up, and you're such, that you can't even begin to appreciate that. You know what I mean? The only thing that matters to you is your neighborhood and your homeboys,
Yep.
and
That's it.
like the family, the relationships that you generated from institution to institution. You can't even think about what's going on out there. And a lot of times people have hope, like, oh, their mom, their girl, their sister, whatever, their family. But a lot of cats are in there, they don't got nothing good to look forward to getting out. Like, they're in there. That's what I'm saying. There's social issues. They got to start working in the families, in the households, not just the individual, because what's got them in there acting like that is way bigger than the crime they committed or the individual himself. A lot of that stuff is generational.
And there's a lot of, yeah. That's good that you said that, Jess, because look, it's not really talked about where they're going home to.
Right.
There's people that are going home to straight gang related families. they're not about recovery. They're not about rehabilitation. They're about gangbanging. They're about drug using, drug addiction. Their moms are on it. How
Yeah, their families going to visit them in the halls or whatever these new programs
bringing them
are.
shit.
And if they're getting help and they go out to visit and start talking to them about the help stuff, they're gonna feel weird.
Yeah, but like, man, no, you get out of
Hey,
here
what are
with
you
all that.
talking about, fool? Like, are you in there acting like a PC, or are you in there
Yep.
acting like a rat? Like, these are family members.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know because I've been there. I've been there. Like, like the same way I tell you, I've been in prison with my kids' friends. You know what I mean? And same thing in juvenile hall. Like, I remember seeing people's families come in and be like, "Oh shit, I sold dope to that fool. That's his dad." Because I've been selling dope since I was 12 years old, and I've been in juvenile hall and see with other kids and their parents come into the visiting room while I'm there with my mom, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I sold dope to her. Oh, we kicked it. I party with that hyena. I party with that food," and that's somebody's mom and dad.
Yeah.
So these are the environments that these kids are coming home from. So that to truly make something better for these kids, they got to start dealing with the social issues. Everything they're doing, they have the right idea now. They have the science to understand what's wrong with these kids, but they also need to deal with these issues on a bigger level outside of just the institution. They need the resources that we have getting out of prison. They need to make sure that when them kids are getting juvenile life, that when they come home at 25, they're not going back to the place that they came from. They're going to transitional housing.
Yep.
With a job, with education, with resources, with all the things that they can stand on their own 2 feet. And they need to coach them on the toxicity of their family, because you got to remember, as messed up as my family may have been, the certain, they're still my parents. I still there's a natural connection you may have to your father, who may be a piece of shit, your mother, who may be a piece of shit, but they're the only ones you got. So they have to coach them to set healthy boundaries. So when they do get back out to the hood, we can give a perfect example, like with Gary. Let's use Gary as an example. He had to learn to set certain boundaries because he didn't understand it. That was a gray area. And this is a man who had been in recovery for years, a grown ass man, and a 40-year-old man who didn't realize that if he didn't set these boundaries, he was going right back to the very family that conditioned him to make it in prison 20-something years. And for these kids, all the more. You bring them in here at 15, 16, 14 years old, and you send them out of here at 23, 24 years old, and yes, you may have given them some tools, but one thing is, they're still going to have a connection to their family, and if they don't understand the liability of having that connection to their family, they're going to get right back out, and that family could be their downfall.
Yeah. Hey, well, thank you.
So it's.
I appreciate that, because I wanted to, I was thinking about that the other day. I was watching a video and I was like, man, like it I understand, they're trying to help them, but if they're coming out with the same mentality, after taking a life or two, and it doesn't make any sense, like they're gonna victimize somebody else, and then they're gonna end up in state prison, and then they're on the mentality that since they're under the age, what is it, like under 24, that they'll give them a break.
Youth offender.
Yeah, youth offender. Yeah, so they're like,
26.
yeah, so they're like, man, if I do catch another case, I'll be on the youth offender, and I'll catch a break, and I'll be back. I'll be back on the streets in X amount of time.
Right. The truth about it is, you have to keep them here long enough for them to mature out of their bullshit. That's just the truth about it. Like, I would have never grown up. I was 39, going to be 40 years old before I woke up and said, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, I was the same person I was at 39 and 40 that I was at 15, 13, 14. Like, I was the same person. It just, when the light bulb turned on, it was like, oh shit, what's going on here? And that's just the truth about it. These long sentences that they're giving out, they're necessary sometimes. I do believe in the science that they have. I do believe that a lot of these kids can be helped, but you have to have people who understand them, not simply clinicians, not simply state personnel, who people who like us, who truly understand them. Because I could sit down with the youngster and I could see and say, okay, this is where he's at in his life. Because you got to remember, every stage that every one of them have been through, I've been through it. I lived through it. So you can't just go in there and be like, oh, he's angry, he's violent, what's going on? Oh, he's this. You have to be able to address each one of their particular issues and slowly walk them out of it. If they only have 10 years, like they give them juvenile life, which is what they had when I was in YA2, a juvenile life. You could stay there till you're 25, except now they're not sending them to the
Youth
California
Authority,
Youth Authority. I mean, to me, it kind of sounds the same, but I do, from my understanding, they are giving them a lot more resources. Like they're basically handling them more with white gloves instead of, you know, throwing them in the lion's den and saying, figure it out, kids. And if you guys get out of line, we're going to fuck you up too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how that's the mentality that a lot of the corrections staff in YA had too, you know? And so they figured, oh, we beat these kids into submission, basically, you know, and so it just made bigger monsters. And so the thing about it is they can be helped, but for a lot of them, it's not going to work because you're putting them in a concentrated environment with other people who are just like them, who have the same problems with them. You know, and you're putting one or two staff member to 10 or 15 guys who you know, you tell me how that equation, you know, matches up. You know, you need to have way more one-on-one personal counseling, and they need to be taking people like us who can actually connect with these guys, you know, into these juvenile institutions and saying, hey, check this out. This is what you look like in 30 years, homeboy. You know what I mean? I spent the last 30 years in here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, exactly what you're doing right now is what you're gonna be doing in 30 years. So look at all those pictures, your pretty little hyena. You see all your homeboys out there that are driving the low riders and got the nice clothes, and the dude that you're hoping to emulate one day. You want to know where he's at when all that stuff's gone? He's sitting behind that wall where you're at right now, like it's all an illusion. Eventually, you guys are all going to continue on this path, but again, you got to deal with these kids on an individual basis so you can continue to find the issues, but it needs to be with somebody like us who can personally connect with them because they're going to be walled off. They're going to be walled off to clinicians. They're going to be walled off to people who don't look or sound or act like them. It's going to be like, because I know this personally, I used to be like, man, this motherfucker don't know what I'm going through. He don't look nothing like me.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, they need to have counselors walking around the day rooms, actually interacting. Not like the officers got to do what they got to do for security, but the officers, they can't really. There's two of them in here working the building right now, and we're all out for day room. But if there was actually mental health clinicians or even counselors or even the ex-lifers and stuff that were in the day rooms having more of a direct interaction with the population, I think a lot of things can be squashed and it would reduce a lot of the violence. Now, keep in mind, there's still yards though where it's not going to change. It ain't going to help. You're going to put those people in harm's way. You know, there's.
But he's more so talking about the juvenile.
But even there though, if there was because you have the staff, but let's be real here, we don't trust the staff. Right. The staff that work in the halls, they try to reach us, but there are jailers. They're not wearing a uniform. Not a lot of times, the ones in YA do, right. But we don't trust them. They're the people that talk nice to us and bring us into a cell and they lock us in there and they walk away. They're the people that we start to get upset with if we don't, like, something goes wrong, like maybe like mail gets missing, or we don't hear something, or they leave us in the cell too long for one day, or there's all kinds of scenarios, even if in the cells where they didn't have restrooms. Yep. And we're yelling and we're asking them, hey, can we use a restroom? And they all of a sudden they show their true colors. They tell us, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, button it up, kid. Get off the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
So imagine in the halls and in those scenarios, if there's a kid that's just standing at the door, because we all stood at the door when we were kids. I stood there staring out the window like a lost little puppy.
40 seconds.
Yeah, and imagine though if there's staff members in the hallways, they're in there with us and they're communicating with us, so we don't feel so lonely, we don't feel so lost. Because guess what? We get in our own head, and that ain't good.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
James, what you want us to do? You want us to call back, or you want us to? What do you want to do? Felipe said he wanted you to call or something. What you want us to do?
If you want, let Felipe jump on one more time, and then after that we could jump on the phone calls.
All right,
cool.
That'll work.
I gotta go find them.
All right, we're gonna find them. We're gonna bring them over here, and then we'll go to the cell. We'll give you a holler on the phone.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Gracias.
Yep.
Gracias a ti. All right. So that was let me see, how much was that call? That call was 13 minutes. It was $2.60. And that was Jesse and David. Let me see. You brought that up. You brought that up. Your own doing. All right. Let's see what it is. Let me close this down right here. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for what the hell's going on with my screen over here? It's no bueno. Let me see here. Let me open this up there. The hell? What's going on with my screen? It's glitching over here. Oh, well, I can't do nothing about that. I think it did that last time. Hey, yeah. So, Starlight. So we'll probably be on. We'll probably be on for about another hour or so. I'm gonna have. I think Felipe should be calling back right now, and once he does, then we'll go ahead and continue. But I don't know. This thing's kind of bothering me over here. Why the hell is this glitching over here? Let me check if I could fix it. It was just working perfectly fine just a moment ago. And once again, if you guys have any questions for these guys, feel free to ask them. Let me see that. Nope, that didn't fix it. Let me see. Alex, right? You popped up on my FYP, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, you know what? I try not to focus on the negative things that happen inside prison. You know, I'm trying to bring a different point of view, if you will, as far as what they're going through and why they ended up where they ended up or why they did what they did. So I'm trying something different. That's why I'm here. Hold on, man. I just gotta pop up. I hate when I get these things where it makes you fix the puzzle piece so you could continue streaming. I'm trying to do that right now. I think I got it. All right, cool. Got that. So we also have a YouTube channel at CollectCallFrom. If you want to listen to their back journeys or their backstories, just go to at CollectCallFrom, go to playlist, and you could either look up Jesse, David, or Felipe, or whoever you want to listen on. And here we go. I got $7.70. That's not gonna work. I hate when it does that. I don't think it's gonna connect. It says waiting for participant. Normally when it does that, it doesn't go all the way through. But we'll see if it disconnects right now. Let me see. I think I got another. I'm checking on my other phone right here if I could pick it up. But we'll see. 252. Let me see here. I hate the screen acting up. Let me see here. Okay, it didn't work. So just gotta wait for it to go through again. GTO is not the most reliable service. Yeah, if you see right there on the screen right here on this, what side is it? Right there. I don't even know where to point. Like this shit. Right there. This area here. I'm not sure where the screen's stuck like that. Let me see, because even if I close my app, it'll still come up. So it might be something with the app that I'm using to project the screen onto TikTok. Anyhow, yeah. So I've been doing this for about a year now. I think I started last year, like in September. I had a buddy that defected from the main line. He ended up there in Centinela, and I asked him, like, hey, this is the idea I have. Do you think you could help me out, to help me make some connections? And it took him some time, but finally he ended up pulling some people through, and it started off with one person, and that person turned into 3 people, and then it's just been a domino effect, if you will. I've been finding individuals. Okay, let's see if this one works. See, cross your fingers here. It's connecting. That's a good sign. Let's see. If we get the little. Okay, I think we're in. All right. Hello.
James.
David.
Hey.
Yeah.
I called back because Felipe, he's on the phone with his people.
Hey, that's cool. I highly appreciate it. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I told him earlier. I told him beat it.
Beat it, nerd.
Don't beat it, nerd.
Hey James, I definitely wanted to thank you though, bro, for being available on Thanksgiving, and to all the listeners as well for even tuning in on Thanksgiving. I know this is a time for everybody to be with their family and stuff, so to include us in their family gathering, I appreciate that.
Man,
hey, we're better entertainment than the Dallas game.
Hey, don't trip.
Cowboys suck.
We'll put it back on the. I'm recording anyway, so I'll put it back up later on. So whoever misses this one, they could catch it at a later time. So we're good. We're good. But I appreciate you guys. I'll probably catch. I'll probably catch a case from my lady later on.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble.
I got something coming. You know, she's
Straight
rocking.
calentada.
Hey, she's rocking me to sleep. She's telling me everything's all good, but it's not all good.
You know, I heard a rocket to sleep. That's not a good. That's not a good term in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do what I'm doing,
No.
guys. Don't do it.
Yeah. Whatever. Hey, is there tagging on the side of that Street Fighter machine? Is that a Street Fighter?
Yeah, there is.
That
There is graffiti on the side of that
is
Street
it a
Fighter.
Coachella?
Nah, it's not. It's not. Hey, we got a comment from
Sure.
Starlight, and she writes, "They're actually winning. The Cowboys."
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
the team they're playing is only what 2-9. So I hope so. I hope so. Now they're all right. Hey, look, let me tell you this. I like Dak Prescott's score. His story. He was an underdog as far as him being when he was fourth string or something like that. And that's when Tony Romo got injured, and then the guy who came after him got injured, and there was basically I think someone else got injured. They're like, is there anybody else?
Yeah.
Anybody else? And Dak Prescott was right there with a football, looking all hopeful, and they put him in, and look, he shined. You know what I'm saying? He shined, and he came through for his team, and he turned out to be a pretty good quarterback. So, look, I root for the story. So there's times like I rag on a lot of my boys that are Cowboys fans. I just give them a hard time, but at the end of the day, he's got a powerful story. They're not doing so good because of whatever the circumstances are with their team, but I like that story. I like Brock Purdy's story, which is the last overall pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant. Look, he went to the Super Bowl that year.
Uh-huh.
That's what they're called, Mr. Irrelevant. So how could you not cheer for a kid like that? Comes in, works there his whole life. He's got to be like stressed out, huh? When they're at what is the last pick, like 200 and something? And he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there like, damn, I'm not gonna make it. My dream is crushed. And finally they pick up a quarterback, the last pick, and he's like, oh, I'm really screwed. They throw a big old party for him, like it's a giant joke. Like there's no way you're making that roster. And that fool went to the Super Bowl that year because who got injured that year? I know Trey Lance was playing for them.
Yeah.
Trey Lance was their quarterback, and I think they had another dude. But it was just, I mean, how could you not root for that kid? Want him to do good and to succeed, And I mean, I'm not a 49ers fan. I got a lot of my boys that are 49ers fan. Hey, Leisman, he's a 49ers fan. I forgave him for that.
I forgave him for that.
I forgave him for that. It's all love. You know what I mean? We look past things.
Blues, what the Cowboys should be doing right now is losing more games so they can gun for a better draft pick. That's really what they should be doing.
But that's highly unethical.
Yeah.
It's not even frowned upon. It's just like highly. It's just not even like. I think they'll like get in trouble for that big time if they tank. Now, let me tell you about greatness.
Yeah.
Let me tell you before you go on. Let me tell you about greatness because you're wearing it on your head right now. Now that's greatness right there. Lakers.
All day.
Laker Nation right there. All day. All right. So what are we gonna say?
I was gonna ask. So look, whenever we get video visits from you guys, this is how it pops up on the screen right here. All right. So that's the pop-up we get right there, okay? And then when we hit shit, you know what? I would hit it, but then because I wanted to show you what happens, but if I probably hit it, it'll probably mess up this video call here, so I don't want to mess it up. But
that was crazy.
Yeah, because I got two phones. Sometimes I pick it up on this phone, that phone, or whatever. So right now I'm streaming it on this phone. So, but yeah, I wanted to show you like the errors we get on our end, but I guess I'm not gonna do that right now. But I'm gonna read out some of the comments right here for you guys. We got a comment from let me see who was it? Let me see. Number 1559 is asking. Ask him if he's doing okay.
Oh, yeah. I think for the most part, yeah, I'm doing okay for the most part. I'm succeeding. I'm succeeding in my life. I'm doing college as far as like my my own personal, like I guess my I don't know, my state of mind is okay.
Yeah.
It's not easy in here. I have good days and I have bad days. It's um there's parts of my life where, remember, at the end of the day, I wake up in prison. No matter what I got going on, I wake up in prison and I'm still serving a life sentence. I still count. Sometimes I look ahead and I see like my boy out there, my boy Brew out there succeeding. You know, he's succeeding. He's living like what I want to do, my dream. Um, Jesse's getting close to going to board. He goes, I think he goes next year or 2026. He goes, but it's almost.
No, I go next year.
Yeah, it's the end of the year, you know, and I think like, man, you know, there's a part of me that is afraid to be like, I don't want to be back alone in here again. You know, where I've been in for 14 years. I know I know I'm not going to go to board. I have access to go in 2031. But it's not easy. I believe I'm a tough cookie. I hang in there, but I'm still human. You know, it's not natural to feel confined like this. So sometimes most of the time I'm okay. Sometimes I have a harder time than others. You know, I have a strong support network.
Hey, David, let me ask you. So when Jesse is finally found suitable to parole,
Yeah.
is Felipe gonna be your celly?
Hell no. I will beat that man senseless if he was my celly.
To put his ass in a cage.
Yeah. Whenever he's untied, he could be my celly. But no, look, Felipe's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. He'll probably be a cool celly, but that little fool's hella loud. But it depends, man. I like being set up with people that are like college students that are,
Yeah.
you know, like me. I'm in college, so I have a lot of study. You know, I gotta work a lot, and I like being around people that are more like motivating like that. You know, like
Yeah.
if I'm down, if I'm like not doing nothing and I'm just kicking back watching TV, but then I jump off the bunk and I see Jesse's on his laptop and he's freaking typing a paper, and I'm like, damn, I gotta get on my shit. You know, and it's vice versa. I'll be up there working, and Jesse will be, you know, lollygagging, doing what he's got to do, and then eventually I was gonna get to him and be like, "Damn, we got assignments due. I got to get on it," you know. And
Yeah.
so it's good having that. And sometimes I like talking to him, to Jesse, and asking like, "Well, what do you think about this idea, that idea?" You know, as far as research goes and things like that. So it's just different. Um, but I like to have cellies that were in the shoe for a long time. I like to have cellies that are lifers, but that did a lot of time on the main line in the shoe and stuff like that, because those dudes know how to live in a small space. And you know, we're we're full grown men. Like Jesse and I were full grown men, but I hardly even notice he's in there. We just cruise around and do our thing. You know, I know when he's gonna be up. He knows when I'm gonna be up, and that's like it's kind of unspoken. I understand. You know, we observe things and we don't even realize we're doing it because we've been living in cells with people for so long. But you get people that don't have that common sense. You know, they don't have that common sense. I'm not OCD. I got some OCD parts of my personality. A lot of us do in here.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't sweat small shit. But there's Sallys that'll start nitpicking at you, you know, and then
And the reality of it is, most of the dudes that you're boys with on the yard
yeah,
are not the dudes you live with.
Yeah.
You just don't do that
nah,
because that's
it's
just
not. They're cool out there in the yard, but a lot of times you have to really, really pay attention to who you sell up with. If they move somebody in with you, sometimes you get lucky. You get a cool dude and you just start driving and it's all good, you know. But a lot of times I look for certain things. Like I won't sell up with anybody that hasn't been clean or like for a while.
Yeah.
Like I don't want somebody relapsing when they're my celly. I just don't. It's not gonna make me want to relapse, but it's gonna piss me off. And then I'm gonna feel like I gotta babysit somebody, and then I feel like I'm gonna have to be like an officer by telling them, "Hey, get the hell out of here." You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're using drugs, beat it, nerd. You know, but and a part of me feels like, damn, like why do I gotta do that for anybody? Why do I gotta tell somebody, hey man, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, and next you know, you leave and you know, you go to work, you know, I work all day. I come home and freaking, you know, next thing you know, they're calling me to the program office because they found a cell phone in the cell or, you know, something like that. Like, damn, fool was using that when I was gone, you know, and they're not going to believe that I didn't know nothing about that.
They found a bag of
You can't.
rice.
A bag of rice in there. Yep.
It's got stars.
Yeah. Hey, you know you're living with purple passion.
Baby purple patch.
Yep. Like Felipe, I call Felipe baby purple passion. No, baby brown passion.
Baby brown. It's all bad.
Yeah.
It's all the way bad.
For the viewers that don't know, there's a notorious booty bandit in here that was called Purple Passion. So that's what we're referring to. So any color with a passion is all bad.
You know what? I looked it up. I was doing a little bit of research because I was curious about it, and there was a dude. This happened like I think in the mid 90s, somewhere like in the mid 90s, where they would throw dudes that the SEALs didn't like. They would throw them in there like a piece of meat, and he did his thing, but that dude, that one of the dudes, he ended up suing the CDCR, and I think that he ended up losing the lawsuit, but like there was like
Damn, he lost the lawsuit.
he lost the lawsuit, yeah, because and that dude went in there and he admitted what he did, and the SEALs were saying like, nah, it was a huge cover up, so they ended up he didn't end up winning anything, and then I was looking up at the video, and he passed away maybe like a year or two ago, and the other, but both of them are gone already. But it was interesting, like looking it up.
But you know the crazy part is like they can have 3 or 4 people go in there that are inmates or incarcerated people, but their word ain't gonna stand up to 2 COs that corroborate each other.
Yeah.
So if them dudes were dirty and they were in on that shit, and they're like, no, and the guy's even saying, I took his shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Purple Passion. It's me. I did it.
I turned this stuff purple in the heat of passion.
He's still got the great. He's still got great coloring around the area. I mean, hey, let me tell you right now. Be like, hey, well, you can't substantiate.
Yep.
Beat it, nerd.
And the cop was in on it all along.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, and look, because of that, I had a hard time, and I still struggle a little bit with trust issues. You know, as far as like staff goes and stuff. But I realized, look, I can't tie everybody into the same. I can't. They're not all cut from the same cloth. And so that's something that I have to realize. Like, look, I know these dudes are here. They're just working. They're trying to put food on the table, support their families, and they're not all corrupt people. There is corruption, but just like there's corruption on our side too.
Yeah.
There's people that are playing the part and doing what they got to do, and they go till they get caught. You know, so not everybody's the same. Dirtbags are dirtbags no matter where they are. But there's good people out there, just like there's good people that are in here wearing blue. We might not have been good for, we might not have been good, our entire lives, but we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're shutting down Dayroom already, right?
Nah, we got another call.
Okay, hey, let's do it. Let's run it till the wheels fall off.
All right, I'm gonna put Jesse back on.
all right. All right. Let me see. So let me see. So they are located on. Let me see if what yard are they, or what yard you in, carnal? So they are on the yard right there. And let me see. And that is the 3. I mean, yeah, the level 3 right there. And let me see. I send mine to all the solid camaradas. Happy Thanksgiving to all. All right. So they're calling back right now. As soon as they call back, it'll pop up on the screen right there. And for those of you guys that have been on here for the long haul, highly appreciate it. I know definitely you guys could have been doing something different, eating turkey, watching Hallmark special, all kinds of different type of things. So they should be calling back. Hopefully everything goes through, and we should get the pop up on the screen any moment now. What you doing today, James? Miss Vero 559. So right now, at 4:00, I think we're gonna be going to my suegra's house, to my wife's family's house, mom and dad. We're gonna go and chill right there, and then nice enjoy. Hey, what are you gonna be doing, if you don't mind sharing? If anybody is listening, I see there's 26 of you guys. If you guys don't mind sharing what you guys are gonna be doing, and there we go. We got the pop up. It's coming through. We got $4.90 left on the cuenta, on the account.
Yep.
Hello.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house?
That's right.
All right. For those of you who don't know.
I'm whooped, James.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
whooped
tired.
right now. Marceli got me yesterday on the rutina. We did 100 burpee pull-ups,
Uh huh.
and then we did jump burpees and lunges all the way around the whole track. That shit whooped my ass. And then today, my ass, my thighs, and everything were hurting so bad. I went to go step off the bleachers, and I slipped and straight smacked the shit out of my shin on the bleachers. Got a big ass knot. So right now I'm handicapped.
Jesse fell in with the meatheads. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
they dragged me in.
Yep, there's. I told you about this vicious workout crew that we got, and look, Jesse, he's been flirting with the idea for a while of jumping in with us, right? Let
Uh
me tell you about this workout, James.
huh.
This is a burpee, right? This is a burpee. You know what a burpee looks like, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I know
yeah,
you know your way around.
yeah.
Okay, so you go down, you do a burpee, and you know on the streets, like you jump up and you clap, right? That's how
Yeah.
a burpee's supposed to look. Well, instead of jumping up and clapping, we jump up to the pull-up bar
Uh huh.
and we do a pull-up on each burpee.
Hey,
So
can we get a demonstration of that in the background?
Oh, nah, demo.
hey, I would if it wouldn't blur us out, right? So yeah, so Jesse jumped up there. We hit 2 pull-ups. So me and the meatheads we did 200 pull-ups, but Jesse did 100, and that was his first time rocking that exercise, and he hit 100. So he's gonna pay for that.
Damn. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
Jesse's gonna pay for that.
hey,
It's not cheap.
who was sounding off?
Pretty much Chio.
Pretty much Chio was doing
Yeah.
his count.
He does the count, and we just kind of like fall in with that. We don't sound off like we do on the shoe yards and shit though. Hell no. We'll end up right back there.
That's
do
no
like,
bueno.
We do like a little. Hell no. We do like a little quiet count.
Yeah.
A little quiet one, just kind of like you kind of hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, so what do you got going on today, James, for Thanksgiving?
So, that's a good question. So, we're gonna be heading on over to my suegros,
Raiders?
my suegras. Yeah, we're gonna be going over there. And then, hey, I'm gonna stir up a controversy right now. So we're gonna be having panes con pollo. I'm pretty sure you guys are not familiar with that, but
No.
so it's a Salvadorian food. So we don't eat turkey like the rest of everybody, like the rest of America eats turkey.
Like the rest of the
Colonizers.
The rest of that,
colonizers.
yeah. So
The Crusader. What do you what do you eat, man?
So okay, so Trip. So I don't know how they make it, but I just see like the aftermath. Okay, so they get a turkey, they put it like into this pan or whatever. They put it in the oven, and by the time it's done, there's a lot of juice. It's really juicy. There's a lot of juice in the turkey. All right. So then what they do is they'll cut it, like they'll butcher it up. Then they'll get some panes, some bolillos. The long breads. They'll cut it in the middle,
Yeah.
and then they'll stuff it with lettuce, tomato. I think they put mayonnaise in it, and then some rábanos. You might need to translate that for David. And
Radishes.
and
That's
then
what that is?
Yeah.
I was lost.
Yeah.
The last thing I understood from you guys was the word turkey.
hey, so look, hey, I'm gonna teach you a word in Spanish right now. So turkey, they call it in español chompipe.
Chompipe.
I don't know how I never heard that before.
You know what I
Like,
think?
I know a lot of Spanish. I
But
grew up
that's
around
slang.
Spanish.
Chompipe is slang.
I think chompipe. That's the way Salvadorians say it.
Yeah, that's slang. Okay.
I gotta bring the viewers in on this, man. I hope you guys out there know, man. You guys need to have my back. If he's got me saying curse words and stuff like that, like don't stop it.
Nacho.
He's like,
How do you say
he's saying
turkey in
chompipe.
Spanish?
He's saying it again.
Pavo, right? Okay. Yeah.
Man,
Chompipe.
don't be doing that to me, guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Chompipe. You heard chompipe?
As
Oh,
Douglas.
No,
I gotta go find. I gotta go find Douglas.
Hey, go find Douglas.
Roaming around
Ask him what he calls it. He's gonna say chompipe.
Be back right now.
Douglas.
In Douglas. Hey, so okay, so then after they put all that, all the vegetables or whatever, all the greens, they cut up the turkey and they put it in, and they pour juice into the middle of it. Man,
Okay.
I don't like turkey, especially that dry turkey. But this stuff, I'll mess with it. My mom don't cook cooked turkey. I didn't start eating that the panes con pollo to my lady. Her parents are Salvadorian. So, man, ever since I've been messing with that, I'm like, oh man, it's a little piece of heaven. I'm gonna shoot you guys some videos so you guys could check them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely. Here comes Douglas.
Yeah.
Douglas. Everybody sit straight. Here he comes.
Hey, how
do you say turkey? Chumpe. Oh, he said chumpe.
Chumpipe. Yeah, chumpe.
Chumpe, yeah, chumpe.
Yeah.
Oye, man.
Hey, ask him about the panes con pollos.
Panes con pollo is the best thing you're ever gonna eat in your life. Whoa. He said tripping now.
I'm telling you.
¿Qué onda, bicho?
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda, maje?
Feliz día del chumpe, bicho.
Gracias. Hey, my wife, mi esposa me dice que I sound like a Mexican, a Mexican trying to talk like a Salvadorian. She's like, don't even try. You don't even sound right.
It's unnatural.
Yeah.
It's unnatural.
It's
not working. The crazy thing about me is everybody swears I'm Mexican. The moment they find out I'm Salvadorian, like, no, you're not. Stop playing. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
This fool talks straight Salvadorian though. He gets out.
No, yeah, he talks a lot better than I do. Yeah, I be talking. I be like, "Come mierda." And my wife be like, "Man, shut up already. Like you don't sound right."
She's got a look of disgust on her face.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, she's like, "Man, you're fake. You ain't the real deal, Holyfield."
Yeah, plástico right there.
Yeah.
You never even
Can't catch a break. Man,
yeah. About the turkey, he's like, call Douglas. Yeah, that's what I do. When I call my family tonight, that's what I tell them. Feliz día del chumpe.
Yeah.
Okay. Turkey day. That's probably what we eat, pan con pollo. That's what we eat on Thanksgiving.
Hey, Douglas, let me ask you something. What do you call the Q-tips to clean your ears?
Hisopos.
Ah, mira, tú sí eres salvadoreño de verdad.
Yeah, why?
Hey, because I used to call them Q-tips. Los Q-tips, I never knew that they que les llamaban hisopos. I was like, what? One time, because I work in a pharmacy, and some lady came and she was like, hey, can I get some hisopos? I was like, yo no sé qué es eso. And she was like, es los para limpiarte los oídos. Y le dije, ¿cómo le dice? And then I was like, oh shit! Like all this time, I thought it's Q-tip or palillo. And man, I was like, man, I really don't know Spanish. You know, I know that street Spanish. You know, like, hey, ¿dónde están los tacos? Vamos. But that like that proper Spanish of knowing what it is, I really didn't know what it was.
De los Q-tips.
Los Q-tips.
I'll go back to the cell, make a list of Salvadorian words for you, fool.
Yeah, I mean, hey, shoot it.
Send them a list of authentic products. 100% authenticated.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know some of them. You know, El Volado. Let me see. You know, I know a few, but yeah, I'm not my word game is not up to par, if you will.
You're gonna have to start. Nah, I grew up speaking Spanish. That was my first language, so
okay.
I shoot that shit.
Yeah, not me. Like I didn't start really talking Spanish until my 20s.
The camera says I'm not handsome.
Oh, there, yeah. We got you. Yeah. Hey, the cop, the cop that's in the tower right now. He's like, hey, what's going on over there? Hey, the kiosk is only for one. Or he's laughing over there in the background. He's like, wait, what? They calling me sopos? What's that?
What's that? Huh? Hey, what do Mexicans call Q-tips?
Cotonetes.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because that's the brand.
Yeah.
Cotonetes.
So, like, look, what you speak a little bit of Spanish, right, Jesse?
Yeah.
What do you call straw in Spanish?
Pito. Really? Yeah. Pito? Oh, that's what you call. That's what Mexicans call a whistle. Well, you say straw? I mean, no, you popote. That's what Mexicans. Yeah, popote. Mexicans call it popote.
Yeah. And what do Salvadorians call it? Pajilla. Y mira, y los puertorriqueños le dicen, ¿cómo se dice? Shit. They don't call it either of those. They call it sorbeto.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sorbeto.
Sorbete in El Salvador is a ice cream cone.
No, es sorbeto.
Yeah.
Sorbeto.
Oh, yeah. In El Salvador, sorbete.
Yeah, sorbete. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sorbeto. I never even heard that word before, and I watched a gang of movies.
Hey.
And I stay in the movie.
Yeah.
We got less.
What else Salvadorian say that's weird? Oh, you know what's a weird one that I heard Nicaraguenses call the toilet inodoros?
No, yeah, no, that's what they call it. That's the proper word for toilet.
I never heard that until I did it in Nicaraguense chick. She was like, yeah, el inodoro. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And she goes, the toilet, babe. I'm like,
Inodoro. Yeah. That is right. That's a proper.
That sounds like you know what's crazy is that sounds like a Mexican dude's name.
Inodoro.
Inodoro. Hey, so we get all the Mexican channels down here, right?
Yeah.
And we get all the Mexican news and all these dudes getting busted for weird shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And they have the craziest names over here. They're like Prospero. There was some dude. His name was Primitivo. I was like, what the fuck, Primitivo, fool?
Hey, you know what? Hey, right now that we're on names, man, I seen this one dude. His last name was Taco. A Filipino dude. Taco was his last name. Palabra.
Oh man, put me in.
Taco.
I'm trying to be a taco.
Nah, I was in middle school. I knew some dude. His name was Juan.
Juan.
His name was Juan. Like
Damn.
his first name was his last name.
Yeah.
Juan.
I would have just changed to Juan 1.
Juan 1.
Juan 1.
Juan 1.
Yeah, this is number 1, Juan. Yo soy el number Juan.
Uh-huh.
Number Juan bullet.
Yeah. Hey, so you're gonna go over there and you're gonna eat the pan con pollo.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna eat 2, not 1, but 2.
That's it.
That's 2. He said
That's
2.
it?
He ain't saying none.
Yeah.
2.
Man.
That's just the start. That's a warm
That's child's play.
I gotta think about the others. You know, there's other people there. You know, or else, you know, then my wife will be like, man, eres un ¿qué dice? Un galgo, or she'd be like, man, I'm like, man,
Why is she Salvadorian? Is your wife Salvadorian?
No, my wife's Salvadorian, but she was born here. She speaks more like a Salvadorian than I do, because she grew up, you know, and both of her parents are Salvadorian, so she got the lingo down. If she jumps on the phone, she calls the pupuseria, they'll think she's the real deal.
Hey, this is how I know whether you're Salvadorian or not.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of pupusa?
De queso sin loroco. I hate loroco.
Sin loroco?
I hate loroco.
You ain't real. You ain't official.
I'm only 50. Hey, that's the thing. I'm only 50. I'm only 50%.
He's like you. He's half Puerto Rican like you.
I'm not half Puerto Rican.
No, you just look like that.
I just look this good. Fool. I just look this good. If I had any Puerto Rican in me, oh my God, it'd be over. I would have convinced her to go home.
Nah, you see, I'm watered down. Yeah, I'm not. You know, like I'm. There's a lot of stuff I don't mess with. Hey, but the Salvadoran tamales, hey, those I mess with. I mess with those tough right there.
Oh, because it's different. You know, the Mexicans they wrap them in like corn husks, and we wrap them in banana leaves. Yeah, banana leaves.
Hey, we're about to start that whole thing all over again. Jesse from 2023 is dragging into 2024.
Yeah.
Why?
We already been on the tamale beef.
Oh, no. I don't think it's beef because the Mexican ones are bomb too, though.
Yeah. I mess with both of them. Hey, you put both of them in front of me, it's over. It's gonna be game. R.I.P.
You put food in front of me and Jesse, and it's a wrap. You put food. Yeah, we don't need no spoons. We got this.
Right? Hey, just knowing now that your señora is a Salvadoreña, lets me know I don't want no problems. You know, the Salvadorian women, boy, they dangerous.
Hey,
no trip. Hey, because I got to run back.
Hey, you gonna want us to call on the phone when we get in the sale right now?
Yeah, for sure. I'll set it up.
All right, we're gonna call right now. That thing's gonna run out. Everybody, laters coming from Douglas, Jesse, David. We all send ours to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for tuning in. Get in there. Everybody, get in there.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, there we are. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hey, the new Pete line.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed the conversation, I know towards the end we just kind of went left field, but hey, that's what it is sometimes. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut it down for a moment, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump on a call, and we'll probably continue. Hopefully, I'm gonna double check her and my wife at what time are we heading out. But like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, we are out. Hey, don't forget to follow. If you haven't followed, it's free 99. Sharing is caring, and don't be a stew. All right. And with that, I am out.